Hey there, Scoobies. Before I start, I have a sponsor. Shocking, right? Tourney is a medieval tournament simulation game that will allow you to build and manage a tournament ground. You'll invite knights and have them practice in jousts, sword fighting and archery contests. You'll attract nobles and peasants and try to keep them entertained. Where Tourney differs from more traditional sim games is that you are both running the tournament, but you also have a vested interest in the competitors, so you can select champions to compete. You can, if you choose to, influence how the champions perform in the events. You can select tactics, set the running order to be more favourable, and exploit weaknesses in your opponents. There are 13 playable houses, each with its own heraldry and a roster of unique champions. There is a story campaign, a single scenario, and a sandbox mode that are set in 4 impressive legendary locations. The game fuses different styles of management gameplay, where you are both responsible for the competitors in the tournament, but also the effective setup and running of the facilities. You can pick up Tourney now on Steam. Spin-offs have been around in TV shows for a long time and has become a favoured technique of springboarding a popular character into their own show or expanding upon an IP. This technique is used a lot in sitcoms, sometimes to great success. And sometimes not.
Back. All those years playing a doctor, I feel like I actually became one, you know? And these were the tools of my trade. Knee hammer. Ear looker.
There was a little show from back in the 90s that spun off its parent show and managed to do it with great success. At this point in the show's life, Buffy has gone from a mid-season filler series to something truly great. The only problem was that they had somewhat jumped the shark in regards to Buffy and Angel's story, as often happens when they finally get the two main characters together.
Sarah, do you love me?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to let that be the reason that Jenny and I don't.
And as always, not knowing what the hell we were doing.
Beckett, what do you want?
You.
It would have bothered me if he had done this.
Good night, Nick.
Good night.
You get the idea. And now they were a bit of a loss of what to do with the character. Angel worked when being a mysterious character that skulked in the shadows, but this larger-than-life character now ran the risk of dwarfing the show and becoming an issue for the writers to fit in. So, what to do? The showrunners had an idea, but how to execute it? Angel the show would be darker in tone and would tackle personal redemption, like that of a recovering alcoholic.
Don't do it, Father. I won't let you do it. I know it hurts, but believe me, you're going to thank me for that.
Despite the darker tone, Angel also carries with it the wit and humour of its predecessor.
But you need a thing. One thing nobody else has. What do I have?
An exciting new obsession.
Ensuring that the bones of the show still shares some of Buffy's flavours. The vehicle they chose for this darker and more mature show was Vampire P.I.
Yeah, he's the detective. Does he have a hat and gun?
Just fangs.
Well, that works.
On paper this shouldn't work, but the noir elements of the show is what separates it from Buffy, ensuring it didn't become a clone of what had come before. The pilot episode does a good job of encompassing everything that the show is about.
Come for all sorts of reasons. My reason? No surprise there. It started with a girl.
The opening scene does so much in a short space of time. It sets up the show's themes in an on-the-nose visual, reminds us of what Angel's left behind.
No. I mean, she was hot here. Come on, let her. She had, her hair was, you know? Kind of remind me of her.
It introduces a little whimsy, sets up the mission, then reminds us why Angel still craves redemption. The rest of the episode sets up elements that will make up the foundation of the series going forward. Angel is a brooding Avenger, always serious. Doyle acts as the show's MacGuffin, directing Angel's actions and giving him the mission.
It's about reaching out to people, showing them that there's love and hope still left in this world. Get a job, you lazy self. No.
Cordelia as the Levity.
So, are you still...
And Russell is the Monster of the Week.
I finally get invited to a nice place with no mirrors and lots of curtains. Hey, you're a vampire.
What? No, I'm not.
R2?
Finally, Angel is introduced to the series' big bad, Wolfram and Hart.
I'm with Wolfram and Hart. Mr. Winters has never been accused and shall never be convicted of any crime. Ever.
Being a law firm, Wolfram and Hart aren't the physical being that Angel can punch in the face, but represents his ongoing struggle against a system that is designed to keep us down. But then between the more serious action...
Damn it.
The themes of Buffy were about growing up and having a season big bad allowed for her to mature in increments. Each new foe represents a personal demon on her journey to adulthood. Where Angel differs from this is in the portrayal of evil.
We were there when the very first caveman clubbed his neighbor. See, we're in the hearts and minds of every single living being. And that, friend, is what's making things so difficult for you. See, the world doesn't work in spite of evil, Angel. It works with us. It works because of us.
Wolfram and Hart represent the part in all of us that leads to bad decisions. Angel's struggle isn't against a physical being, it's against the human condition. The reason this works as a spin-off is that the show's premise is the next logical step in the evolution of the Buffyverse, expanding beyond Sunnydale. Over the course of its run, we see the maturity and growth not only in the show's themes, but in that of its characters, showcasing two of the best character arcs in both shows, and also growth of Angel himself.
Oh, why me? Well, because you got potential. And the balance sheet ain't exactly in your favor yet. Well, why you? And we all got something to atone for.
Well, thanks for watching. If you like my content, please consider giving it a like and a subscribe. And until next time, take it easy.